Good morning, smart women. I still haven't figured out my phone. So if you're one of those really techie people who knows why when I go live on my phone in this group, it starts off with audio and then completely shuts down audio, I would love, 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 love to know what you know about that. This live this morning, I feel is important. And I think it's important because I'll never forget the time when somebody asked me this very interesting question. And then I got feedback around it as to how I was showing up in the world. And I was blown away. I was blown away at the response. So I'm sharing this with you this morning, really to evoke another notice moment for you. I am huge on notice moments because I think that if you're going through life and you aren't having constant, oh my gosh, wait a minute moments, you're missing a lot of the lessons that God wants to share with you. You're missing a lot of the growth. You're missing expansion. You're likely contracting by being in deep in the past, hanging on to shame and guilt, hanging on to why you can't, as opposed to leaning into why it's possible. Everything is possible. 100% is possible 100% of the time. We can launch rockets into space, okay? We can launch rockets into space. We can send satellites up to go take pictures of Pluto, and then they can go past Pluto 9 billion miles into the abyss and still be taking pictures. If that is possible, it is 100% possible for you to be an extraordinary coach, for you to have a business of impact, of power, and of financial freedom, a business that creates millions and millions and millions of dollars and generates copious amounts of money so that you can go forward and create. So there's three words that I want to bring into your sphere this morning. I guess sphere. I don't know why I'm talking in space context. We had a really cool sermon. There I am. Hello, good morning. This is my first coffee. And our sermon was actually about the universe, which I really appreciated because, and I am going to get to that. I appreciated that this conversation was about how God created the universe because I've kind of been, when people talk about the universe, it doesn't really, I'm like, what do you mean like the universe provides? So it was a really cool sermon. So I'm still kind of reveling in the brilliance of that sermon. So that's probably why I'm in space. But I also think just the magnitude of space, it makes us feel small. And while it's so important to feel small and to feel humble and to experience humility in oneself, it is also very important that we reach for the stars. That we reach for the stars. Like, it is so important because otherwise we become detrimental to God's plan. And I know none of you want to be detrimental to anything. You're like, what? What do you mean? Like, I'm not detrimental. I get it. And you might be. And so here's the three words I want to bring into your mind this morning: detrimental, inconsequential, and beneficial. Okay. You're being one of these three things in life. Now, I love to categorize things because I don't think that one thing, like life is not a vacuum, right? So it's not like, I do believe in the saying, how you do one thing is how you do everything. Yes. And there's different layers and levels to it, right? So I just want you to just pause for a moment. Just take this community, for example, a community with women in it, a community with smart women in it, that all have the same limiting beliefs that you do. You know, the same limiting beliefs that I do. I don't know if I can. I'm scared to fail. What if nobody listens? I don't want to be judged. I don't want somebody to say I'm doing it wrong. Somebody won't let me. Whatever your limiting beliefs are, we're all in this same melting pot, this same arena together. Okay. Now, knowing all of that and having this calling on your life, which, yes, you do have a calling on your life. There's a very, very intentional purpose for your life to make impact at some capacity or another, with the foundation being love. Whatever your impact is that you want to bring out to the world, it has the foundation of love. If it doesn't, this probably isn't your group. And I would find it weird that you would even find this place because we're all about love. right? And so it's really about taking that impact and scaling it down to a notice moment of, am I being beneficial in this community? Am I showing up? Am I going live? Am I calling women forward? Am I tagging women from this community inside of Tara's lives because they mean so much to me? I want somebody else to see them. Am I forwarding this message on? Am I taking what Tara's saying and am I bringing that into my group? Am I saying, I heard this live this morning or whatever? You don't even need to say that, but something lands for you in my messages. Are you trusting that gift that you've been given from me? And are you passing it on? That's beneficial. And the woman that I'm thinking of right now that is so beneficial to this community, there's two women actually. Angela Moen. Angela Moen is beneficial to the Smart Woman group. Not because I asked her to be, not because she's even on my team, she's my client. She just knows that when she shows up and she trusts her voice and she gives generously, it may land on someone or it may not. She's completely unattached to it. And I don't even know that she even really knows it. This is just who she is. She's just generous. And she wants to show up. She wants to show you that, hey, I'm not perfect. I don't got it all figured out, but I am here. I am showing up and I am going to share no matter what. Another one, Sylvia Walker. Okay. Has a huge limiting belief around belonging, feeling love, receiving love. And yet here she still shows up, not knowing if you'll accept her, if you'll love her, if you'll see her. And she still shows up and pours into this community with her lives. Erin Vogt, another one. Erin Vogt, Coach Erin, who's also on my team. She's also a client and she contributes to this community in such a massive way, just by being like, hey, this meant something to me. Maybe it will mean something to them. And she reposts it and she re-gifts it to you. That is beneficial. Okay, inconsequential. Most of you are being inconsequential here. Just consuming, just watching, just going, oh man, that really lands for me. Not commenting, not showing up. So I can't see you. If I can't see you, I can't serve you. All right, that's actually detrimental. But inconsequential, you're just kind of coasting. Just kind of coasting. And if we really go back to the adage of how you do one thing is how you do everything, where else are you showing up like this in your life where you don't believe that you matter somewhere, where you don't use your voice because you don't think it's important enough, or it's okay. Like, it's just me. I'm just here, just watching. Right? Just inconsequential in life, not making any huge ripples, not making any huge waves, not rocking the boat, not having a stand, not being a powerful, I don't want to say opinionated, but just a powerful, stand for what you believe in. Maybe you don't even really know what you believe in. That's detrimental. Okay, and let's move into detrimental. Some of you are being detrimental to this community. Some of you have an extraordinary gift that you're not trusting, an extraordinary gift that you are being irresponsible with, an extraordinary gift that would literally serve this community to lengths that I can't even fathom. You could literally up-level this community in a way that it could potentially save lives, literally save lives. Suicide rates are very, 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 very high right now. Shockingly high. And yet, you have this beautiful power inside of you and you hold it in. You hold it in to the point where it's giving you anxiety. You hold it into the point where it's making you feel resentful of it. You hold it in where it's creating gaps between you and God. Why aren't you answering my prayers? You're holding it in, feeling maybe jealous or envious of those people who are using it, putting off this energy of hate, not because you're hateful, simply because you are so afraid of what the outside world may think of you. You're so afraid of being rejected. You're so afraid that you may fail again, all riddled with fear. And that, ladies, is detrimental to life. When you hold your calling, your love, your purpose, your gifts inside so tight, you create a hardening around your heart. It's a suicide for the soul. Not living into your calling, not living into your purpose. You are this beautiful flame that provides light in a very, very, very dark place is being smothered by limiting beliefs, bottom of the barrel thinking, victim. It's detrimental. It's not just detrimental to this community where you have the platform. I'm giving you the platform to go live and to share. Maybe it won't look perfect. It probably won't. Maybe it'll be clunky. Maybe you'll be nervous and you'll be shaking and your hands will be sweating and you'll be like, oh my gosh, why am I doing this? And it feels like this. Because you want to make a difference for others. That is instrumental. So notice, this is the notice moment that I want to bring it back to. Okay. Because I know you're like, oh, maybe you've identified with being detrimental. Okay. And if you have, that's okay. Celebrate that. Okay. Because this is a notice moment. That's what I'm providing here for you. That's what I actually want to call these lives. Actually, let's make some marketing around it. Notice moments with Tara. Okay. They're so powerful. They are so powerful. Okay, so notice if you feel like you're being detrimental, you're holding this beautiful calling inside. Instrumental is just one step away. Instrumental is just one step away from you choosing, okay, I'm going to trust my voice today. Maybe that seems really scary to go live in this community. I get it. But maybe booking a call with one of my coaches would support you in that. In fact, I know it would. What if you booked a call with one of my coaches and just said, like, I'm afraid to use my voice. I'm afraid to trust my voice. I don't know what my calling is. If you're stuck in confusion, that is detrimental. If you are stuck in, I don't know what I would do, I don't know what I would say, that's confusion, and it is detrimental to the world. It is detrimental to the world healing. It's detrimental to this community. It's detrimental to the children you're raising. It's detrimental to your marriage. It is detrimental to the impact that you are being called to make. It is detrimental to the kingdom of heaven. It is detrimental. And you're just one choice away from getting on a call with one of my coaches or going live inside of this community and being like, hey, listen, like, I get to show up powerfully. I don't know what that looks like. That's scary. That's scary. And you probably cry. You'll probably cry. I remember when I came up against my calling, like it just hit me. And I cried and I said to this coach, I was on the phone with a coach, a free coaching call. Okay, same system. Got on a call with a coach who's like, let's just jump on a call. Got on a call with this coach and I started to cry and I started to apologize for crying. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm crying about this. And you know what she said to me? She said, honestly, if you weren't crying, this probably wouldn't be a fit because the women that I work with are so connected and so powerful and their calling is so great on their life. When hiding it and when they're mothering it for so long, you can't help but cry. And so it's okay if your calling makes you want to cry. It's okay if you're so scared that you just want to cry about it. I get it. But don't be detrimental in the fact that you won't let someone support you, that you won't let me support you. Let me support you. Get on a call with one of my coaches. They're tremendously skilled. They're transformational leadership coaches. They're business coaches. They've gone through a ton of stuff to get to where they are today. And you know what I love so much about them is that they're like, fill my calendar. I just want to serve. That's my coaches. They just want to serve you. So Victoria's going to drop a link below. And I've mentioned a couple of times, I'm really trying to get this phone thing fixed. I don't enjoy going live on Zoom because I can't see any of your comments. So it really supports me when I can go back and you guys are commenting on what you heard me say. It also really supports me because I can't personally invite anyone to watch these when you invite somebody to watch them. Because don't you think this message is important? Don't you think this message of who am I being is really important right now? Don't you think it's important that we take a notice moment and say, I don't know if how I'm showing up is working. I don't know if I'm being beneficial. And maybe you fall into that inconsequential category where you're just humming through life and, you give $5 to the guy, on the corner, or, you buy the person behind you in Starbucks their coffee, or, you have your little random acts of kindness. And yet you are allowing that to placate the calling that's on your life. You got a big role to play here, girl. I get goosebumps all over my body. You've got a big role to play here. And being inconsequential right now is actually detrimental to me. So this message is not to shame you. It's not to guilt you. Remember, these are notice moments. Who am I being? What's coming up for me? Yeah? Okay, awesome. I know I can feel you guys. I can feel you guys commenting and liking. I can visualize your hearts on the other side, but I can't see you. And I really want to see you. I was going through PPI last night and I was listening to Tamika and Angie Moen and Desiree and Aaron and Paula, and your hearts are in it. And so I heard this morning on a leadership call that I was on, celebrating all of it is really important. And maybe this will be my live tomorrow. We'll talk about being happy. So Victoria, if you could remind me about that. Being happy is fleeting. Okay. And there's this, it seems to be this incessant chasing this feeling of happiness. Well, what do you want for your kids? I just want my kids to be happy, healthy and happy. It's like, okay, really? Let's talk about this tomorrow. Okay. Create something extraordinary today. I love you. Share this message if it landed for you. Let me know in the comment section what you heard me say. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. And all my PPI clans, I'll see you at 1 p.m. Bronzy. Can't wait. Bye.